affirmative, yes, that's affirmative. Operation copy. Medic 20 formation 17, just stay right there and bring your gurney this way. San Diego 1 Charlie. No, sir, let's go.
Nick Schuler, SCHULER, Division Chief with Calfire. At about 11:05 this afternoon, Calfire and the City of San Diego Fire Department began receiving multiple reports of a mid-air collision on Highway 125 just east of Otay Mesa. When the first arriving unit got on scene, they reported 2 aircraft down, both fully involved with fire into the vegetation. After an aggressive attack by the City of San Diego Fire Department and Cal Fire, both the vegetation fire and the aircraft were extinguished. After further investigation, initial reports are that a Saberline jet and a Cessna 172 had a mid-air collision. The details of that crash are unknown. Initial reports are we do have 4 fatalities. That number could change. The details of how the collision occurred are still under investigation. The FAA and NTSB are en route to the scene, and they'll be able to provide you more information.
So that means that it sounds like there's 4 fatalities, maybe more, that somebody's been transported to the hospital.
There was no one was transported to the hospital from the planes. The 4 people that we know were all fatal. That number could change or could be additional, but that's yet to be determined. We can't confirm where the 4 passengers came from. Obviously, we know at least one was in each aircraft. Further details will provide us additional information.
these become like pretty, you can keep looking at them, but these investigations become pretty big, right, with all these different agencies. Can you tell us about that?
Well, anytime you have an incident involving multiple jurisdictions and multiple agencies, cooperation is of the utmost importance. The city of San Diego and Calfire work very cooperatively together in unified command along with the San Diego Sheriff's Department. It was a seamless response by all agencies, and fortunately with the weather, they were able to quickly put out that vegetation fire as well.
Can you tell me a little bit, so we have two separate crash areas. Can you kind of tell me where our victims were located?
I can't. That's still that's part of the investigation.
What's the main? This is what we're kind of all seeing. Is what behind you? What's behind you? What is that? Can you describe that scene for us?
Yeah, behind us you can see that. Unfortunately, you can see the Saberline jet, and then off to over my left shoulder you can see the Cessna 172 that's behind the fire apparatus. As further details are available through the NTSB and FAA, more information will come. We don't know anything about the identities of the victims, nor where they were taking off or where they were going at this point. We don't know who the planes belong to at this point either. We did receive countless 911 calls, both Calfire and the City of San Diego Fire Department, reporting a mid-air collision as well as a couple fires caused by it. However, the actual names of the RPs are unavailable.
Just by the nature of this crash, I mean, it's pretty mangled out there. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, unfortunately, this isn't the first airplane crash that myself or any the firefighters have been to. It appears that it was a very violent crash, as you can tell by both aircraft that are in multiple pieces. I can't tell you that. That would be NTSB.
So what happens from here?
What happens from here is that the FAA and NTSB will come out, they'll have a cooperative investigation, and they'll put a report together. The coroner will come out, identify the bodies of the victims, and we'll be here to support both Calfire and the City of San Diego. We'll be here to support law enforcement in their investigation.
Was anybody on the ground affected by this? Was there anybody in the area? Or
not that I'm aware of, are you?
One Chula Vista firefighter was transported with heat.
One Chula Vista firefighter was transported to a local hospital with heat. As you can tell, it's very hot out here, and safety gear, that's just another hazard that firefighters face in these types of conditions.
But it's
the vegetation fire got approximately 2 acres, but was quickly put out by multiple agencies.
Was that 2 acres at that other location pretty much?
Yeah, there was a small fire by the Saberline, which you can see behind me, but a majority of the 2 acre fire was behind the Cessna 172. We did receive that information regarding the aircraft, so we believe that the identity of both of those aircraft. Anytime we have a fire or an emergency scene near power lines, they come out as a precautionary measure. I'm unaware that any power lines were involved initially.
What were witnesses saying when they called in?
I can only tell you that the witnesses reported seeing the mid-air collision. They reported seeing the aircraft hit the ground, and we had numerous reports that there was fires in the area. Anything other than that, I couldn't tell you.
Can you real quickly talk a little bit about the area we're in, and go for a fly-boat space?
This area is the southeastern portion or the southwestern portion of San Diego County, roughly on the border of Mexico. There's quite a bit of air traffic in this area. Fortunately, these types of incidents don't occur often. Most of these pilots are very highly skilled pilots that are out here in these areas. So other than that, I can't tell you anything else about it.